It's Week 4 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Jerry Jeudy. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Panthers and the Bucs on Sunday night primetime.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
Off play action. Here's Corral. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked that first down, followed by an incompletion. Good rep, and they get off the field.
I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some drops, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try to slow that pressure down.
Corral sets up play action. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Kennedy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Kennedy. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Kennedy. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he's on over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Back to throw, Corral. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh, my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First down now, but that clock rolling. The quick slant caught. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd and goal. Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
To avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Kennedy got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Kennedy. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Davis Mills, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium, both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Fournette, a first down carry. They juked him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Straight ahead, Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Play action, Corral. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Corral. This one swung out to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be first down Panthers. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Williams going to get it again on second down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame movement has turned into results.
Now Corral. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Corral to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play. And the Panthers Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So now the Bucs down by 7, a minute 13 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Gets this to Gibson. Will be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Panthers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.